Hey YouTube, Elite Legionario here, bringing you battle number 20 for Shogun 2 Total War. My opponent here is Crooked Zombie, and this is a really close match. Very fun match too. He was a good opponent and he was friendly, and I really enjoyed my battle against him. So I might just quickly pause here, guys. Actually no, I don't need to pause in this game, do I? I can go slow motion. My army consists of, mostly it's spears. I got 3 units of veteran Naginata samurai. I really like these guys. They're not too hard to field. They're strong, tough. They can do quite well in the field. They're really useful. I have I believe it was 2 units of bow samurai, a unit of a veteran unit of Yari Samurai. I have my Blazing Chargers, which is a veteran unit of Yari Ki. Of course, I've got my General, and over here I have my 2 veteran Bow Ki units, which are actually getting quite Bow Cavalry units, not Bow Ki. Death from Afar and Mounted Death Raiders. And in the woods here I've got a unit of the Wedge of Fury, my best Yari Cav unit, and also I've got my Riders of Glory, which is a Katana Cav. So my opponent's army consists of a unit of Bow Samurai here. He's got a Katana Cav and a Yari Cav over here. He's got some Naginata Sam, some Lone Sword Ashigaru, some Katana Samurai. I think he's got a couple of those, a couple of Naginata Sams. His General here, and over here he's got a Matchlock Ashigaru. So he's got a wee bit bigger army than me, but nothing too drastic. So I think it's 2 or 3 Katana Sam and 2 or so Yari Lone Sword Ashigaru. He's got some good spears. So anyway, that's his force. So I'm going to advance up here and attempt to take the farmhouse here, where he's going to get the shrine and I'm going to get the workshop out here. And I was trying to bait him in here, so he's going to try and make a quick strike with me with his Yari Cavalry. That's why I dismounted here. I pull this unit out. I'm going to quickly dismount this one, and when he gets close enough, I'm going to try and spring this the Wedge Fury out to try and strike him, but I'm probably a bit far away, and I don't get out of this very quickly and rapidly. He does take a few hits, and I'm trying to pull out of this. I am in loose formation, but they do not pull out of this as quickly as I'd like them to. So I do lose about 8 men in that unit, 9 men, and I make a quick charge in here, but unfortunately he does see it, and I was probably a bit far out, so I don't get the decisive effect I wanted, which is annoying. And he brings in a unit of a very smart move, Naginata Samurai, to support, so that means he's going to be able to catch that farmhouse, which is good for him. But I'm going to use my bow cavalry to just harass his units, try and thin them out. He did lose 9 men in this unit, so it made up for the losses I made to my bow cav. One of my units of bow cav, and my other units of bow cav are now one's using cover, and the other unit's shooting him from up here on height. And if he does charge, I've still got my extra hidden unit of Katana cav, so that's good. So these Naginata though are a real good defence, and they can take quite a beating, it seems, because they can take many volleys from my bow cav. I don't know what they'll try and do there. That was kind of annoying. He's going to try and charge. My men are coming back, and now I'm going to charge I go into the circle there, and I'm going to charge my Yari cav down here. I'm going to get a bit of bonus. I'm going to get flank shots in as well. And if I have to, I can still bring out my other Katana Cav if I have to. But I start to win this battle pretty decisively, and he knows he's going to lose. And I'm going to pull out of this though, because he's going to bring his Naginata in to assist. But while this is happening, I've been putting shots down into him with my bow cav. So I mean, it's been pretty effective. My bow cav have been quite good, and he does charge in here, try and kill my bow cav, and he does actually do quite a bit of damage to this unit here. But I do eventually get my Yari cav in. And every time he tries to pull out, he's going to lose some more. So my bow cav are doing good skirmishing tactics. I'm just trying to draw him away, thin his numbers out, see if he can bring over like a vital unit from over here, and then I'll spring my Katana cav and do enough damage so that my main infantry over here won't have too much trouble. So I mean, this unit's lost 20 men. He's lost a unit of cav, and I've lost 24 men in that. 24 men in that unit. About 23 in that unit. So I mean, it has been costly for me as well, but I think it's been pretty drawn thing, but I can still use my bow cav pretty effectively. The thing with bow cav though is they require a lot of microing. As you can see, this unit of that's my other unit of bow cav, sorry, this is Yari cav up here, which is down at 37, so yeah, I think I came out on top of that little tussle. So here's his other katana cav. I was hoping to draw them in and bring my katana cav up, and I was hoping he'd try and kill them, and then I could bring my hidden katana cav in here and dominate that, and then once I had cavalry supremacy of the field, I'd feel a lot more confident. So he's got some, these are just his naginata that have drawn to the woods here, and I'll just try and skirmish them a wee bit, but I'm obviously not having a lot of effect against them, in all honesty. So this will just sort of sit here and, you know, I'll harass him, but I won't try and divide his attention enough so that I can get across, because he does have a bit of an infantry edge against me. Plus he's got some more of an infantry army, basically. But I do have another unit of Yari Kao here, which will come in handy in this fight. But I'm just trying distractions and skirmishing type tactics here, just to try and draw him away a bit, divide his attention. So he comes forward, but I've got a better position to handle this. I'm going to come forward also, but I will make use of this woods to cover my troops a bit here, so that any missile fire he's going to try won't be as effective. And he's got his unit of Matchlock Ashigaru, I'm going to send my guys around. I'm going to harass him a bit here, just kind of divide his attention if I can, so I can get a nice decisive hit on these Matchlock Ashigaru, because I think if they get into the fight, could be a nuisance. I do not yet have access to Matchlock units, so I need to work on getting access to them. I'm currently the region I'm trying to unlock currently, it's like I've had like 6 battles to this region and lost them. It's ridiculous. And it unlocks Naginata warrior monks, and oh, it's frustrating because I'm trying to capture it, but I can't. Really annoying. So I will harass him until I'm out of arrows in my bow cav. I keep calling bow key. I'm getting muddled with the Fall of the Sam units. And talking of Fall of the Samurai, after this, I will bring up, this has been over 20, I said I'd do 20 standard, Shogun battles rather, and then I'll bring you my first Fall of the Samurai. So Fall of the Samurai, my first Fall of the Samurai video will be after this, so be aware for that one. Fall of the Sam is going to be fun. And I'll probably create a new playlist for them, just so that I've got the normal Shoguns in one playlist and for all the Sams in another, so they're easier for you guys to find. I like to do that. I like to put each game and each mod and everything into a little playlist, so you just want to click on playlists and it's right there and easy to find, so you're tracking through all my videos, which is now starting to get around. I think it's nearly 200 videos altogether. It might be a wee bit more actually, so that's pretty sweet. So I'm mostly out of arrows now. I want to try and thin out his Naginata units a bit, but it's not really it. I'm looking for opportunities to hit the back of his line any way I can. He does have some katana cav here though, so I have to be careful of them. In my last fight, I did not pay enough attention to my enemy's katana cav, and it was costly, as you might remember. But I'm nearly out of ammo. And probably pretty pointless trying to hit these Naginata Sam. I thought they were not actually that good against missile units. It says they're not, but they appear to not be taking that much damage. But I really like bow cav. They're really cool, and they're quite handy. And I'm trying to hit them from multiple angles here, so that I'm getting more like a crossfire effect. So that kind of like what they did in World War I, where they put the machine guns at each end of the trench, and they'd shoot into the centre, and they'd crisscross, and they'd like double their killing range, because there was so many missiles in one location. So that's what I'm trying to replicate here, I guess. And I think it's more effective that way. And yeah. Here's my general's getting some shots, getting shot at a bit. So he appears to be in range with his bow samurai, I believe. I think I lost a couple of men over here, or I might have, my general might have got hit or something like that. What I'm going to do though is I'll move up my, I've only got one unit of bow samurai, the executors. I usually prefer to use the monks, but they're a bit too expensive to field, and I think I lost them in the fight previously, so I had to make do with something else. As I don't have a massive pool of veterans yet, I've only got about 30, and not a lot of them are that great. But I'm getting better with each game. I feel. I mean, I still make a ton of mistakes, and I mean, it's just the control. I mean, I don't have as much trouble with the controls, but they're still different from Rome, and it's a bit of a nuisance. Like when you play a bit, and here my units, I don't know what they were doing. They're really mucked up, and they charge in here like this, and I don't know. I did not. They just walked near it, and then they went and did this, and I was really annoyed. So I thought I might as well just charge in and try and knock out these bow samurai here, but I wanted to pull my men out and they wouldn't go out, and then the guy here told me that I need to put them into like defense mode or something, so they just charge in and they don't stay in a fight, because they wouldn't obey me. I was not telling them to stay in this fight forever, so I lose this unit of bow cav, and I was peed about this. And I was also slow over here. I should have had these guys up much sooner, taking advantage of this chaos over here. So there's some I still make some pretty shoddy errors. I do make an attempt to hit his bow matchlock Ashgar, and I do kill half the unit, but and I try to push straight through to get safely over to the other side, and that doesn't work either. They don't obey me, and I was really frustrated at that either. So it appears I have to put them into some sort of defensive mode, and they won't do, and they'll just pull out the moment I want them to, because they wouldn't obey me. They keep fighting, and I was pretty annoyed. So that's two units that they did inflict some good damage. His bow samurai here lost about half a unit, and so these matchlocks. They did a good job, but they could have stayed alive and done more damage if they had just done what I wanted. So I mean, I didn't even tell them to actually attack over here. They just sort of came near here, and then yeah. So yeah, I did not capitalise very well here with my bow samurai. I should have got them up sooner and fought in that ensuing chaos. But so errors like that I still make. Errors I know I shouldn't make, like in Rome Total War, I wouldn't make these kind of errors. I'd be all over the opportunities, but in this game I don't know what it is. It's just like I don't react fast enough. Maybe it's just my lack of knowing this game or the controls, but I don't know. But I don't make them as frequently as I was, I don't think. So at least that's better. So I'm going to win this one pretty decisively though, because I did knock off a good 30-40 men in the unit with that bow cab, so it worked out alright, because the bow cab was out of ammo. And people, I think, underestimate bow cab. They can actually be quite cunning in a charge if you time it right, and they can also be quite handy support to a cavalry fighter with stronger cavalry units to just give a little more beef to the fight. So I managed to inflict a bit of damage here, and he's going to be forced to retreat. But these bow samurai do a nice bit of work here. And yeah, they're at a range now. And I must say, I think this map was called Tranquil Streams, and I really like it. I like this whole river dividing the two sides of the map. It's with some forest on each side and this little dock here. It's really cool. I really liked it. I mean, I could have started on either side, but I decided to go with this side. I must admit that I really like this map. So he's going to draw up over here. In a minute, I'm going to draw up and go over here and use this sort of dock area and this woods as a bit of like a blocker for him to cross if he decides to cross in a good defensive zone. As he's got as I said, much better infantry. So I got some obviously Yari Samurai and 3 Naginatas, so I don't have a lot of infantry. But I still got my unit of fully hidden Katana Samurai over here, and I have to admit, Katana Samurai are really good. They're a good unit mixed in with Yari Cav, which obviously Yari Cav are actually really good against Cav and on the charge and things. But I think in a more extended melee, the Katana Cav is much more useful that way. But they're not. But they're really good in support of one another, which is really cool. And I'm just loving these bow cav. They're so much fun. So much fun indeed. And I mean, a lot of my last few recent games when I used bow cav, I haven't microed them very well, and so they've been shoddy. But when I micro them well, I always do good with them, and they always prove really handy. But I still make a few errors when I play here and there, guys, and I mean, I'll admit it, I do make errors. And I know when as soon as I make them, I was like, why'd I do that? I know I shouldn't have done it. It's just, I don't know. I'm not as familiar with the maps and the sort of mechanics and styles of this game yet. Yes, I'm getting better at it, but it's just like, Rome Total War is the game I am the best at, and which I play the most, and I haven't played it for a while actually, in much depth anyway, so I'm focusing so much on Shogun. I really do like Shogun too. I didn't when I first played it that much. I didn't, but now that you just give it some time, it's like I really like it, so it is really a good game. And I'm going to get the DLCs soonish. I will have them reasonably soon, so I'll be able to add some more variation to my armies and have some new stuff, hopefully, and bits and pieces like that. So that'd be cool. And I've also been thinking I might do some classic battles. I did a couple the other week. They weren't the greatest, but I've got one there with the Shimazu. I like the Shimazu. I think they're my favourite of the actual just normal factions, and I thought that I might upload it. I'm not sure. I mean, it probably wasn't the greatest, but I might upload it. And I've been working on doing some team battles in the battle list. I'm still not, it's sort of going okay-ish. I had a pretty good one the other night, but I didn't have a very good ally. He didn't support me at all, so I had to kind of fight 2 people on my own, and I got wasted by 2. But I actually held in there for quite a while. I was pretty pleased with myself. And also last night, or I don't know, more by the time I actually upload this, it'll probably be a wee bit further in the future from then, but I did my first co-op campaign with Monolith on, we started one anyway, and I was, I think it's the Chikosabi, I'm not sure how you say it, and he was the Shimazu. And I must admit, I mean, I kind of find the campaign on like Empire, the games from Empire almost really like, not complicated, but really different from Rome and Medieval, so it takes me a bit to get used to it. Once I got used to it, I must admit I was really enjoying it. So I'm in future we might do like a dual commentary of a co-op campaign for this. We might do. It just depends. Again, I prefer to have an idea what I'm doing. Otherwise, it looks like a total ass when I play it, and I have no idea. So anyway, I'm going to use these woods here for cover, and we're going to duel a bit. Again, this is going to go in my favour for the most part, because obviously my unit's a lot more fresh than his after that nice little bocav hit, although it wasn't the best time stuff. But I'm going to pull back a bit here, because unfortunately I can't really use this area for a lot of cover, because these are things that are actually obstructive, which is a bit unfortunate. So it doesn't work as well as I was hoping it would. So he's got to have his guys attentive to my mounted my bocav out here. Now I know they're only bocav, but they could still be quite damaging, knock a few units out, and they'll make a big deal in the infantry fight. So what I'll try and do is just sort of keep kind of mucking around here at the back and causing distractions and disruptions, and try and draw them out, and then I'll make a quick strike with my Katana Cav and try and knock out one of these Katana Samurai, because this Katana Samurai are a little bit of concern for me, because they are quite a bit better than anything I can currently field, which is a bit of a nuisance. He's a very good opponent though. Look at this. He's got his bow samurai here, but he's got Naginata samurai right behind them. So he's well versed in what he needs to do. He was friendly though, and he gave me that little tip there with the calves. So I like playing against people like this who are friendly, helpful, and they don't rub it in if they beat you, or they don't act like a jerk if you beat them, or. That's not a word I use often, jerk, but apparently it's a thing a lot of the American people use, I guess. Not a New Zealand term, but I don't know why I used it just then. I just did. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my my Yari Cav over, because I see a nice opening to get them over, and I'm going to try and cause some distractions here. I pull the unit of Katana Cav out to make a strike, but he has anticipated and seen it, and I want to try and I'm going to attack him here so I can force his Katana Cav away, so I can make use of my Katana Cav, which is on its way, and he's pulling back some Naginata Sam, and I'm just not sure if I'll be able to get in time, and I get shot here by the matchlocks. This was not a good timing. And and he sort of mixes it in very well, and I don't think I do all that great, so I'm going to get right out of that because that's not going my way. Over here though, my bow cav and my Yari samurai, not Yari samurai yet, Yari cav do pretty good. Unfortunately, again, I had the same problem. I don't get my men out of this very quickly, but I do get them out, and I'm going to try and squish him over here and destroy his cav. While this is happening, I'm going to attack. Take advantage of the chaos I've caused in the back of his line here and hopefully get over there. And I do destroy much of his units, but I let his matchlocks really get too much opportunity here, and this was not a good idea. So this is where I start making a few blunders, unfortunately. I was feeling pretty good, and I thought, well, I need to get across the river here. So I'm using my bows here to provide support fire for my crossing units, so I can get over here nicely. But they are moving very slowly for some reason. I want them to run. And I do believe with my Yari samurai I will use this what's it called, like rapid advance. And I do come over here nicely, and I do rip into him, but he's going to get a nice downhill charge here, so I put my cav in the woods there to protect them from the matchlocks to a little bit. And I support my men here as they get into battle, and I get lots of numbers down here. And I'm going to bring my general around, just use rally and inspire and things where I can. Unfortunately, I try to slip this unit round, and it does get my katana cav, but I'm going to get a very nice charge with my Yari cav here, and that should rip him up on this flank, and I can hopefully roll him up. The central fight, it's not going good over here, but it's not too bad over here. It's pretty even, and I do start to cause some serious damage. But his Naginata, I do rip him up there, and I'm going to try and outflank him, but he's left in, look, Katana Samurai and other bits and pieces in reserve, and I'm trying to get into his flank here. But he reserved Naginata, so I mean, this is a skilled opponent who knows what he's doing. And I was doing well over here, and I was thinking, oh, I might have him, and I start to see a nice rout going on here. But I think I make a blunder with my general, and he gets hit by a lot of these. I should not have let these matchlocks Ashigaru go unattended like I did. And over here, my bodyguard, I was trying to pull him out of it, and unfortunately it does start to, as you can see, the bar, it's starting to go against me. I think this is his Katana Samurai. He left them in reserve, and he brought them in at a really good time, and I just didn't get enough damage down on him. Over here, I'm getting ripped to bits by his matchlocks and his own katana guys. I bring my general in, but I'm really careful with this, because if he gets killed, I know I'm defeated. It's really close though, and it says a lot of his units are losing. I'm thinking, oh, I might be in with a chance here. I brought my bows in as well. It's coming right down to the absolute everything here. But unfortunately my general's starting to take a few hits, and my men mass rout. And his Katana Samurai made the difference there. He was very clever with his Naginata Sam, and he made it hard for me to implement his my cav, and I was really stupid in not dealing with these matchlock Ashigaru. I should have dealt with them much sooner. But I thought I had to get in. But I mean, it's a costly enemy victory, but I was pretty pleased with my effort, to be honest. I was disappointed I didn't win, of course, and of course I missed out on getting my Naginata Warrior Monks again, which was a bit of a disappointment. But I think overall we both played pretty good that game. We both were quite clever about it. He used a lot of his Naginatas to run reserves and sort of deterrence for my cav, and I used a lot of skirmishing things to draw him out and thin his numbers, take advantage of any chaos I caused in cross and things like that. He did similar things, you know, take advantage of any areas that I was chaotic in, and he advanced and attacked. When he knew he wanted to bob me down at the tip of the river there when I crossed, and so that was a good move. He advanced right when I was just right on the tip of the river, so he had a nice downhill charge, and he got me bogged down on the edge of the river. So that was a good move by my opponent. I probably should have waited for him to attack, but I don't think he would have. I think if I had been defending it and he crossed over to me, I would have won. I think that's really what that came down to, because he had so many Naginata units, it made my cav very hard to get in. I did wrap up one side there, but it got very chaotic and became quite hard to control. I'm still working on those areas though. But a really close game there, and an excellent, well-deserved fight for Crooked Zombie. He did actually deserve, well, the win there. He played very well. So if we look at the stats, my Wedge of Fury, 109, 93 for my Katana Cav, my Bow, 91 here, Naginata, 89. I mean, as you can see, Minaginata did take some beatings, but they didn't actually go down without a pretty hard fight themselves. My Yari Cav 73, my other Bow Cav 55, you know, they did actually, you know, it's not like I got absolutely owned. Even my General, look at that, 41 kills. So I mean, my Bow Sam 55, they're the only unit that probably took a major beating, but everything really actually put a pretty good fight in. If we look at his units, his Katana Samurai 107, yeah, 79 for this one. So they were a big decisive edge, and its Lone Swords 80 and 80. His Matchlock 71. I really should have dealt with them sooner, but I managed to deal with his Cav pretty good. Looks like he had 4 Katana Samurai, so he had an infantry edge, but he did have some Naginata Sam there too that he made good use of in deterring me, and that was kind of difficult to deal with, at least for me. So a really good game to Crooked Zombie there, and well done on your victory. You deserved it, but I was pretty pleased. As you can see, I actually had over 100 more kills than him, and he did have 400 more men than me. 480 more men than me, so I'm actually pretty pleased with that effort on my part. I thought I did pretty well for me, but good game to Crooked Zombie, and well done your victory, it was well deserved. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Next battle will be a Fall of the Samurai battle. I said 20 and this was number 20, and so the next one will be Fall of the Sam. So, and look out in the future, I might have a dual co-op campaign with Monolith. We'll see how I go with that. I like campaign, but not as much as online battles. So anyway guys, that could be in the future. So hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon next time.